For the paper clip trick, what we're going to use is 2 paper clips. We're going to have one of them, we're going to preset it right now for you. What you're going to want to do is bring the paper clip out, just like so, and then we're going to take it back and forth until it breaks, just like that. Now the next paper clip, what we're going to do is we're going to set it in the position that the other paper clip's going to end up in. So that's going to look pretty much just like that. Okay? So basically what you're going to do is, on the paper clip, you can do it one of 2 ways. It's got very, very limited pattern. But there is a part later on in the routine where I'm going to show you where there's going to be a misdirection for you to do the switch out that you're going to want to use. To start off, what you do is you put the little paper clip, and then we're going to put the big one just like that. So it's going to have the big side to the left. We're going to have the condenser that we're going to have in the beginning. We're just going to push the paper clip down, just like that. So now it actually looks like it's a solid paper clip. You're going to take it. You can dip it in the fire or whatever. I like doing this trick up front because if you do it up front, and basically all I'm doing is just twisting it around with the first finger and the thumb. I'm just pinching it and I'm making it twist around because it has this little piece right here that I'm making it twist with. So I'm just twisting it around. And basically what I like to do with this, I don't like to draw a lot of attention to it because it does have the switch out. But the reason I don't like to draw a lot of attention to it is because it's very powerful, but it's a great way to go into another metal bending piece, whether you're doing liquid metal or you're doing the coin bending or something like that. Any kind of metal bending routine this works really well with to go into, because at the end they can examine it, and then when they ask you to do it again, you can instantly go into another piece. Well, you know, if you like that, you might really like this, and then you go into the other metal bending. It just sets up the whole metal bending feel. But I try not to draw very much attention to it. When you want to do the routine, what I like to do is whenever people are around and you want to draw attention, just kind of just stare at it and do it really slow, and you just do that pinch and you just stare at it and make it move very, very, very slowly. And if someone comes up, this is kind of a psychological thing. If somebody by chance comes up to you and they're like, I want to, see the paper, hey, can I see that? Or hey, can you do that again? Don't break focus, because you're making it bend with your mind. You want to concentrate on it. You want all the heat to be just right there. Have them watch you. Just ignore them through that moment. Don't even draw attention to them at that point, because as soon as it gets around, you can direct attention to them. Now, as soon as it gets to about right here, to this point, what we're going to do, I'm going to show you how you can bring in the switch on the clip. Okay? You have it right here on the thumb, just like so. And then, so this is going to be how you are in the very, very beginning. Because, like I say, this isn't something you're just going to pull out and you're going to perform for people. This is what you're going to do to, like, if you're in a restaurant or if you're, wherever, and you want to get somebody's attention and you want to go into a bigger performance. So basically, you would hold it, you would show the condenser, just like that. Now you would take the piece, you could dip it in the middle. Basically, you've got this one here, so you're just going to take your hand right here at the table. So as it starts to go around, you keep this hand right here. And then when it gets to this position right here, see how they're about the same? What we're going to do is we come right here, and this is the moment, the only time you speak. So at this point right here, you say, excuse me, could I please see your hand? And what you're doing is this right here, and basically you just take these pieces, just like that, as you push the clip up. And now what's going to happen is, when their hand's going to be out at this time, as you go over to put it in the hand and drop it in their hand, you lap the pieces. And then you end up clean. Okay, at this point, let's say you're not sitting down. Lapping's not an option. Okay, if lapping is not an option, what you could do is, let's say you're going to go into your coin bending routine. At this point, when you would come in and you would actually do the switch, okay, you could hand it, set it in their hand, and you could pull out a Sharpie pen. so now you're clean again. You would just have the Sharpie in the front pocket, and you would drop off the excess pieces in the pocket, which is very easy to do as well. I prefer, if all possible, to lap it, but either way, that actually runs smooth, and there was a reason to bring out the Sharpie because of your next effect. All this routine does is it's basically going to build for you for your further routines, because after they see you do a fork routine or a coin routine, it will not matter that they did not get to see the paper clip in the beginning. And that's the whole reason why I do this, because it's almost like the magic's happening to you, like you're entertaining yourself, and they walked in while you were entertaining yourself. So you're basically sitting here, and this is happening to you. You're not doing it to anybody else, and it's just sitting there happening. And then once they say something, or you they catch your attention or whatever, then that's the point where you're like, could I please see your hand? And you do the switch, and you pull out the pen to set it down for your next effect. So let's say it's right here and there's a spectator that walks up. At this point, what you're going to do is your spectator is going to be right here on the left. I'm going to show you from the side view how it's going to look. At this point, you're going to come in. You would do your switch. Could I please see your hand? And as they hand out, what you could do is you could go instantly down. I don't like to go instantly down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop it in their hand. I'm going to put it in their hand, just like that. And I'm going to put my hand, pieces and all, on their shoulder, so they feel it on there. Now what I'm going to do is I bring my hand back. I've got a raven or a bat or any kind of magnet, and I'm just going to toss it right to the back pocket, and it's just going to stick there. It works good. You make sure you have like a longer shirt on, and then from there you just toss it on the back, and you end up clean either way. So them are 3 different ways you can do it. This is great for walk around and this and that, but I actually, more so than walk around, I really like to do this trick where you're actually sitting down, or when you can go into a coin bending. I really like it to make it the opener. I'm going to show you that one more time. What you would do is, after you finish the bend, now the one thing that is good about the magnet, you can have the magnet, have it set up right here where it's already stuck to you. So you can show your hands clean a lot throughout the routine. All you would do is just go back and clip it and pull it straight down, just like that, from the magnet. So you'd be able to show your hands clean. And then from here, while it's spinning around, you would say, excuse me, if I could hold your hand out flat for me. And at this point, you're going to do the switch. You're going to take the 2 pieces. You're going to set this in their hand. You're going to bring your other hand up, and you're going to just put it on their shoulder like that. Now at that point, I've got the pieces just sitting on the shoulder and everything. You just take the pieces back after they look at it, and you just throw them right on the back of the magnet, and they'll stick. And your shirt's going to cover the pieces, and you end up clean. Just another note, make sure that it's always the big part of the paper clip going around. You don't want to make it the little side, because you want to make sure that it clears and everything. So make sure you always use the big side of the paper clip. A little history on this effect as well. This is actually inspired from a trick that one of my really good friends marketed named Brian Moore. He has like a packet trick out there somewhere that he does with it, but I really like this method of it personally, because it's just so clean and it's so visual. Now, what I really, really like about it is the fact that you can instantly come in from here. Excuse me, if I could please see your hand. That's the offbeat, which is going to sell it to them, so you just set it right there in their hand, and then you ditch the pieces, one of the 3 methods to what you